So whether you are in this business because you want to supplement or replace your income, or because you want a better environment for yourself and your family, it is important to know that the only way to gain and maintain true success is by understanding that it is all about adding more value. Think about it. You're just starting out in this industry as an entrepreneur, or maybe you've started for a little while but you're not at that level that you want to be just yet. Are there others before you? How long have they been in the industry? They may have been in the industry for years and they have gained that footing, that reputation for themselves. So now people, once they want the services that you're going to be offering, they're going to be going to those guys because they have made a name for themselves. Now, these guys who have been in the industry before you, they're offering the same products that you are going to be offering. So it is important then that you add value, because there's no way you can outshine the competition unless you have something that is of more value than what your competition is offering. So you might be thinking, okay, I can offer my product at a lower cost. Can you? Think. For those in the worm farming industry who has been doing this for business for a number of years, they have already worked out the kinks in getting the business up and running and profiting. They are now at a stage where they can mass produce their products. They have so many worms, so many worm producing so much worm castings that you're just getting started. You cannot be at the same level that they are at, which means that because they are producing in bulk, it means then that they can afford to sell their products at a lower cost because they're producing more products in less time than you can produce. Think, for example, how much worms do you have to start out with? If a ton of orders start coming in now, are you able to keep up with the orders? How much worm castings are you producing? Or what, maybe you sell accessories? Can you keep up with those who have been in the industry for longer? So because they're able to produce more in a shorter period of time than you can, competing with them where pricing is concerned just does not work. And so you need to add value. So instead of focusing on pricing, it is more important for you to know who your customers are. And as you figure out who your customers are, you're gonna ask yourselves, what are the concerns that these customers have? How can I tailor my product to fill their needs and add more value than the competition is adding? And when you think about the concern, what is on the minds of your customers, and you tailor your services to meet their demand, to meet their needs, then that is going to give you that competitive edge. And you might wonder, how can I know what's on the minds of my clients? Your clients may think the same way that you do. They may have faced the challenges that you have faced in the past and you have overcome them. So what are some of the challenges that you faced when you were thinking about becoming a worm farmer? What were some of the challenges that you faced as a gardener? What were some of the challenges that you faced when economic crisis occur? How did you deal with those crises? You tailor your presentation accordingly. You can listen, you can talk to gardeners and see what their concerns are And as you learn what their concerns are, then you're in a better position to offer more value to them. You can also watch a lot of videos regarding gardening, regarding worm farming. Look at what people are talking about. Ask questions. Create polls. And then you will know what is on the mind of your clients. And that will allow you to stay one step ahead of the challenges that your clients are facing. And as you are one step ahead, you can now use that time to figure out how can you effectively ensure that these challenges are met so that your clients are satisfied. So you always want to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of your clients. By doing that, you are building a brand for yourself. Now we know how good our products are. There's no doubt about it. The value of worms and worm castings, there is just no doubt about it. And I'm yet to meet the worm farmer who doesn't love his worm, who doesn't love worm farming. But more important than loving your worms, and there's nothing wrong with loving your worms, it is very good. But more important than even loving your worms is loving your customers. Think about it. The worm farmers, all of us as worm farmers, we love our worms. We love the benefit that we get from worm castings. And because we love our worms, what do? We make sure that they have the ideal temperature so that they are okay. We ensure that they have enough moisture, enough air in their worm bin. We ensure that they have enough bedding. We ensure that they have the food scraps, the food source that they need. We play with our worms. We talk to our worms. Oh, we even go as far as to give our worms names. Right? So we love our worms, and because we love our worms and we love the benefits that we get from the worms as well. So because of that, we go out of our way to ensure that our worms are okay. I'm sure you'll agree with me that that is how you are as well. Right? So we go out of our way to ensure that the needs of our worms are met. And what is the result? When all the needs of our worms are taken care of, the worms reproduce faster, they produce more castings, and then we reap the benefits, right? Now imagine if you would apply this same principle to your clients. You love them, and so you go out of your way to ensure that their needs, their concerns are met where your product is concerned. What do you think that would happen? Just like the worms, that when you take care of their needs, they perform so much better. So it is with your clients. When you stay one step ahead of your clients, and you know what their concerns are, and you do your best to meet those needs, they are going to become like raving fans who not only want and enjoy the benefit of the products and services that you offer, but they are going to be so ecstatic about what you have offered them that they are going to go and tell their friends, their gardening friends, about what you have to offer. It's just like watching a good movie. And you're so impressed with the movie that you go and you start inviting your friends. Come, let's watch this movie with me. You've seen it already, but the movie is so good you just think it is too good for you not to share. And you start telling your friends, even if you don't go back to watch it, sometimes we do go back to watch the movies because we enjoyed it so much that we'll watch it more over and over again. And even if you've watched it so many times that you don't really want to go back or you don't need to go back and watch it, you will still tell your friends, you have to see this movie. This is what I see in the movie, and the movie is just, you gotta see it. Come on, you gotta go and see that movie. And you get so excited about it. Now, when you do a good job of taking care of the needs of your clients, that is how they're going to be. They're going to go to their friends and say, oh, White Davy has this amazing course and I've taken her course and the course is so good. She's teaching me how to do worm farming for my garden and how to do it as a business, and I've taken her course and I've seen this result. So that is how you want to be when it comes to your clients. Understand them. Meet their needs, make them excited about what you have to offer so that they just want to run and share that information with others. And that is how you're going to grow your successful business. That is how you're going to build that customer loyalty. That is how you're going to create a brand that gives you the competitive edge over someone who has been in the business for a long period of time. And one of the things that you will find in this business as you get in there, you will find that there are people who are ahead of you. One thing that is consistent with most people who are in businesses, when they get their business to a certain level where they are satisfied, they get complacent. And that is where a lot of businesses will survive in the economy, but they won't thrive. You don't want to become like that. You want to ensure that you're constantly looking for ways to improve your business so that you do not get complacent and you do not just survive when the economy is bad. You want to ensure that your business is thriving. Getting a business to thrive when the economy is not good is not easy. It's going to have a lot of ups and it's going to have a lot of downs. And most people, when things are going good, they are motivated, they are excited, and so they just keep pushing ahead, and they are doing everything that they have to do to ensure that they succeed. But then when the challenges start, that is where most people give up. And sometimes the challenges that they're facing is not necessarily something relating to the business they're doing. Sometimes it is. A lot of times it is related to the business. But sometimes we will come up with excuses like we do not have the resources to get things done, or we will tell ourselves that I am not good at this, and so we give up. Or we might say we don't have enough time. Maybe you're doing that project that your boss is pressuring you at work to get done, or maybe you have a baby in the background constantly crying and needing your attention, or maybe you're not feeling well today, or maybe you're just not feeling like working on the business today. But there are always those excuses that we use, whether resources, time, or other things that demand our attention, or maybe the challenges that we're facing in the business is just in our minds too much for us to handle. And so most people give up. But how many times did you try to correct or to fix the issues that you're facing? Some may say they have tried everything they could think of and it just didn't work. They may say they tried once, twice, maybe even 10 times, and after 10 times they say, okay, this is not working, let's give up. Sometimes, a lot of times, when we have amazing ideas for business or for whatever, what we want to succeed, and so we start working on how we're going to succeed. But one of the things that we do that set us up to fail right off the bat is to say to ourselves, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if this works. Right away, you are giving yourself an escape route. When you start to say, I'm going to try, it means that you're willing to put in so much, and then if what that much that you put in doesn't work, you will give up. Can you succeed if you start off with the mindset that you are going to try this and see if it works? What do you think? Will it work? Maybe. But just how successful will it be when you are going in there half-heartedly because you're thinking in the back of your mind that this might not work? If you think that it might not work, chances are it will not work. But when you tell yourself that this is the only way out, and you don't give yourself an excuse not to move forward, right away your mindset is not going to be, okay, let's try this and see if it works. You are going to be thinking now, how do I get this done? How do I ensure that this succeed? Do you see the difference? So it's just a matter of how you think. For every problem, for every single problem, there is a solution. The only question is, what are you willing to do, legally of course, to find that solution? So let's say that you face a challenge in your business and you've tried 10 different things and it doesn't work. Do you give up? Is that where it ends? If you have a child and your child is learning to walk and the child falls down 1, 2, 3, 10 times, do you give up and say, okay, child, don't try anymore because you're gonna fall? The child will fall, but the child gets up every time and keeps going. You, as the parent, are gonna see to it that the child knows that it is okay to fall. That it is okay that even if when he falls he gets hurt, it is okay to get up and try again. Your business, your worm farming business is your child. It is your baby. So are you going to give up on it? Or are you going to say you tried 10 times, 100 times and it didn't work, so you're going to give up? You're not going to succeed if that is the mindset that you have. So when you have a child, you will do whatever it takes. You will hold the child's hand if you have to. You will put objects close to the child so that after taking 1 and 2 steps, there is something it can hold on to ensure that it doesn't fall, or that if it falls, there is something there that it can hold on to pull itself up again. No, that is how you need to be with your business. If you are like that with your business, you are on the path that is going to take you to success. Don't create a way out for yourself where if it doesn't work, you give up. Tell yourself, I am going to do this. And you're going to convince yourself that you can do it, because every idea that you have can become a success. Every single idea. And you people around you will tell you, okay, how long are you going to keep doing this? It's not working. People are going to say to you, this might be a stupid idea. It's time to give up. People are going to make you start doubting yourself and make you think that you don't have what it takes. But you need to know why it is important to you to succeed at this. So to help you to succeed at your business, whether the economy is good or bad, no matter what challenges you face in your business, no matter what distractions you have in your life outside of your business that can compromise the success of your business, you need to understand why this business is important to you. So let me ask you then, why is it important to you? And right off the bat, you might say you want to supplement your income, you want to replace your income, you're concerned about the environment. Or you want other gardeners to benefit from worm castings because you've seen how worm castings have benefited your garden. Those are just off the head. That is not the real reason why you're doing it. It's a part of the reason. But why? Why are these reasons important to you? For example, for me, yes, I want to replace my income with this business. I'm concerned about the environment. I want people to get the benefits of using worm castings in the garden. I want people to be able to grow their own food without having to find the resources to buy expensive fertilizers, and sometimes they can't even find the fertilizer on the shelves. But that is not a strong enough reason to keep me going when I'm facing challenges. It's easy to give up. It does not take a lot. For example, 6 weeks ago, I moved from a different province to where I am. I just had my first grandchild. I just gave up my company, my construction company. Well, I haven't given up, but in a new location, I've lost all my clientele, so I'm going to have to start over from scratch, and that is going to take a while. My worm farming educational business, I didn't have enough time to put into it because of the move, because I was focused on getting things together to move. So now I am employed, which I haven't been for years, in construction. So all of these things, plus I have all my kids at home with me and my husband to look after and have this house to run. These are all demands on my time. I could use those as excuse as to why I don't have the time to do the business. When my child or my kids get sick and I have to slow down my business or stop my business to look after them, to see them back to good health, I could use that as an excuse. But because I know why this business is important to me, that is what gives me the motivation to continue no matter what challenges or how overwhelming the challenges are. And so you need to know why. You need to have an emotional why it is so important to you. And to me, it is important for me to develop my business because I want freedom. I want freedom where I'm not working for someone. I want freedom where when my child come home or my kids come home from school, I can be there for my child and say, how was your day? What are the challenges you face in school today? How do you think you handled it? Are you pleased with the way you handled it? How could you have handled it differently? Do you need my help in handling it? I want to be there where when my kids say, Mom, let's play a game together, I can say, yes, come and let's play. I want more time where when my husband say to me, come, let's go on a date, I can say, yes, let's go. Or let's go on a vacation. I can say, let's go. I want to see my husband working less hours. I want my family to have more time together for spiritual things and to grow our family. That is my why. That is why I am doing this. What is your why? What is the real reason? What is that emotional reason that makes you want to do this business? Because when you know your why, no matter what challenges come, yes, some of the challenges that you face will slow you down. There's nothing you can do about that at times. But when you know your why, even if you get slowed down, even if you have to put your business on pause, because you know why it is so important to you, That is going to motivate you so that no matter what obstacle you face, you can keep moving forward. So again, I'm going to ask you, why is this business so important to you? And every time you get up and you're going to work on your company, I want you to spend a few minutes and think about that why that you have identified. Think about it. Think about what it would mean for your life if you accomplish that why. And when you face challenges, think about that why. Because that is going to be your driving force. That is going to be the motivation that gets you up when you don't feel like moving. That is going to be the motivation that helps you when your business faces challenges to find the solution to those challenges and get your business on the path to success. Find your why, work with it, use it to drive you so that no matter what, you don't give yourself that escape route. Because the truth is, nobody can make you succeed. Success depends on you. It depends on what you want and how far you're willing to go to get what you want. So understand why it is so important to you.